Welcome to the Kwen Conversations Podcast, the official podcast for United Kwendom, LLC, hosted by Teddi Rene. Hey there, guys. It is Season 2 of the Kwen Conversations Podcast, and I am so excited. Welcome back, guys. Y'all really stuck with me, huh? You're back? Amazing. Well, if you don't know, I am Teddi Rene, and I am your host, the host of the Kwen Conversations Podcast, the official podcast of United Kwendom, LLC. Yes, guys, I'm so excited. So for all of you new listeners, which I am praying and hoping and wishing that there are so many of you, let me just tell you a little bit about what United Kwendom is. So United Kwendom connects Black women with, developmental resources, informed guidance, and just all the tools and tips and access to the information that they need within a community of support. So it is all encompassing of everything that you need to achieve your life goals, and not just in one area, but in all areas of life, right? Because who lives in a bubble? How many times have you had an issue that you needed to work your way through or figure out, and it was only in one area of life, right? I know I cannot be the only person who it just seems like when one thing goes wrong, everything falls apart. And yes, there are many resources out there, but United Kwendom is the only place where you can get all of your resources for all of your issues, for all of your goals in every one of the 5 major life areas, all in one place. All right. So that's just a little bit about what United Kwendom is. Of course, you guys can find us at www.unitedkwendom.com. And that's Kwendom, Kwendom. And you can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all at United Kwendom. Yes. All right. So last season, I just wanted to address kind of what happened. So season 1 was a few months ago in March, I believe, March through April, May. And for those of you who have been listening from the beginning, number one, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But you may have noticed that the season ended somewhat abruptly, right? So I know that I did say that I was going to give a couple more episodes, just kind of wrapping some things up and giving some insight on where I was and what I was doing and what I've learned from the podcast. But it didn't quite go down like that. Life got in the way. And instead of trying to force it back into my schedule and force it and make it happen, I just decided to, take the victory of having the 8 episodes that I did have in season 1 and, closing out the season where we were. So that's what happened. I decided to give myself some grace for not having or knowing everything I needed to know in order to make that transition and that process and the workflow of creating the podcast, with my current lifestyle, my lifestyle at the time, and all of my time needs and constraints and responsibilities. I decided to give myself some grace and say, it's okay. It's your show. The people, I hope will understand. And if they don't understand, then they're not your people. Just end it here. Don't stress yourself out. Don't kill yourself trying to make it happen. You did what you could. You know what you know now. And the next one will be better. So that is my promise to you all, that the next one, this season, and every other season after this will absolutely be better. Speaking of seasons, season 2, we have some changes. So season 1, I originally wanted to do 2 episodes a week, episodes every other Tuesday and Thursday. So about 4 episodes a month, but just not every week. And I got away from that very, very early, before I even posted the podcast. And again, because I wanted to get into it, see what it really and truly entailed, because in my mind, it was going to be easier than blogging. It was going to take less time. It was going to be quicker content, quicker way to push the content. And in reality, it absolutely was not. They both are very tedious. They require a lot of planning, a lot of strategy, a lot of work, a lot of time. So lesson learned, right? But kind of knowing that I did not know what it all would entail early on helped me to keep myself from overloading. Now here we are in season 2. I figured some things out. My life itself has kind of slowed down a bit in some areas, which has allowed me to work through the workflow that I've created for the podcast and the show, along with everything else that I'm doing. So this season, you guys are going to get me twice a week. Absolutely. I said 2 times a week, twice a week. Every Tuesday and every Thursday, I am going to drop a new episode of the Kwen Conversations Podcast. Now, what that means is that for the next however many weeks, that part I have not quite figured out yet. As of now, though, actually, no, I have figured it out. So for the next 10 weeks, right? Once the show starts, we'll have 10 weeks, 2 episodes per week. That's 20 episodes for season 2. I said it. Now hold me to it. All right, guys. If I'm slipping, if I miss a day, y'all better be in my inbox like, excuse me, where is our episode? It's Tuesday. It's Thursday. Why it ain't dropped yet, right? Like, I need y'all to help me remain accountable, okay? Because my life is only picking up. It's not slowing down. And I will share some of that later throughout the season with you guys too. But here's what's going to happen. On Tuesdays, we are going to spend some girl time together, just me and you. We're going to have some conversations. I'm going to share some things that I've learned. I'm going to share some tips. If you have been following me, then you know that I also have my own website now, teddirene.com, and along with the United Kwendom website. And I do 3 from T Thursdays. So my Tuesday episodes will be similar to 3 from T, where I give you 3 tips, 3 tools, 3 things I've learned about a specific topic, or 3 thoughts that I have on a specific topic. 3 from T. While some of these episodes on Tuesdays, though, you may get more than 3, you may get less than 3, it's still going to be a similar type of situation. It's just going to be me, you know, in the sense that it's only going to be me. So we'll probably do what I initially planned for the show, until I realized that if I did all the stuff I wanted to do and said other things that I wanted to say, and then did a guest interview, you guys would be here with me for like 2 hours, and ain't nobody got time for that. So on Tuesdays, you guys are going to get solo episodes. So we'll do an intro, catch you up on what's going on with me or what's going on in the world. We'll talk about whatever the topic is for the day, and then I'll give you the go-getter tip of the day, as usual. All right. Then on Thursdays, you guys are going to get to hear all of these wonderful conversations and all of these amazing stories from my guests. Guys, I'm so excited for this, for you, for all of us, because one of my favorite things about this podcast so far, actually, no, my most favorite thing about this podcast so far is getting to connect with other women, other Black women in this area, right? Or on the East Coast, because we're expanding. I'm getting more people on this show, baby. Like, it's happening, right? It's great. But getting to know these women who are basically strangers and having a conversation with them that it feels so familiar, because we are the same. Like, we're all in this life thing together. And while our stories may not be exactly the same, the types of things that we go through, the feelings that we feel while we're going through them, you know, the way we navigate through those things, from, you know, despair to success, they are all very similar. Like, I literally love having these conversations so much that, you know, I a lot of times I purposely schedule my interviews during Solitude Sunday, because I know that it's something that'll bring me joy, getting to learn about someone else, getting to hear their story, getting wisdom from them. And then they would say, oh yeah, girl, oh my God, like, I know exactly what you're talking about. And then just having like the most authentic conversation with them. Now, you know, I moved in November. I live in Waldorf. So like, even my friends and them, like, we don't really get up as much as we used to. You know, it's life. It happens. But I miss those conversations with them, but the interviews feel just like that. And that is my absolute favorite part of the show, is actually doing the interviews. So this season, we are going to talk to some women. We'll talk about entrepreneurship. We'll talk about careers. We'll talk about motherhood. We'll talk about relationships, growth and evolution. Like, there are just so many amazing stories, and straight out the gate too, like straight out the gate. Season 2, episode 2, amazing. Okay. Season 2, episode 4, amazing. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, also amazing. Okay. So you guys do not want to miss this season. All right. You really want to tune in. So what I really need you to do is I need you to get ready. All right. Season 2 pops off on Tuesday, August 13th. And now we can be found not only on Apple Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or SoundCloud. Now we can be found anywhere that you get your podcast fix. Yes, your girl has been working, uploading and downloading and creating accounts, and we are in there. If you find a place where we are not, please send me an email, okay, to podcast@unitedkwendom.com. All right, the podcast@unitedkwendom.com. Email me and say, girl, I tried to find a podcast on blank, blank, blank platform, and I couldn't find it. And I'm either going to send you the link because we already have it, or I'm going to go and create an account and upload so that you can hear us on whatever platform it is that you prefer, because there is no point in limiting any of this. This is for everyone. All right. So make sure you tune in, make sure you subscribe, and please, my biggest ask is make sure you share. Okay. United Kwendom is built on the principles of collective work, collective economics, and just community. So, sharing this, we're using the power of storytelling. We're using the power of, girlfriend, sisterhood, like to tell our stories. And you never know who you are connected to that may need to hear exactly what's been said, right? We never know what everyone's going through. We don't know how things will impact them. Have you ever gone to church, or for me, I listened to Sarah Jakes Roberts or Pastor Torrey, and literally you're just like, oh my God, you are speaking to me. Like, this word was for me. I have equally done that with podcasts, TV shows, episodes of radio broadcasts and things, because, God will use what tools we have to give us a message. And I like to believe, I know that this podcast has been that for some people. So please share, subscribe, like, comment, rate, all of that. But mostly share this podcast with your community, your family, your friends, your coworkers, your sisters, your brothers, strangers. Okay. Like, blast me. Y'all want to have these loud conversations without your headphones or microphones or whatever? Listen to this podcast loud. Okay. You on the train, be rude, take your headphones off and turn us up. All right. You never know who is supposed to hear what is being shared. So please share. All right. So guys, that's it for this little teaser episode. Just wanted to give you guys some information on what's been going on, why season 1 ended the way that it did, and what to expect for season 2. Now is the time to go find us everywhere. Subscribe, like us, download, all of that, because Tuesday, August 13th, y'all, it's on. It is on and poppin'. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.